Hi friends, in this video let's talk about switch function in Power BI DAX. This is one of the important function as well as common function across the technologies. You can see the switch function in the RDBMS SQL Server, you can see in the .NET, you can see in the C#, you can see in some other Java, some other technologies as well. So like in other technologies, we have DAX also contains a switch function. What ideally it is going to do? So DAX switch function is the one which is going to evaluate an expression against the list of values. Let us say I have expression, I am going to evaluate that expression against the list of values. I will show you practically. Let me repeat. It is going to evaluate an expression against the list of values and it is going to return one of multiple possible results. Let me write a syntax here. So if you see the syntax of the switch here, so I am going to write switch of, as I told you, first one is expression, switch of expression, comma, value, comma, result. So at least when you use it means at least one value result is mandatory. So the other one is optional. To say it is optional, I am going to specify the same stuff in the square bracket, comma, value, comma, result, and so on. Let me close the bracket. Okay, at the end again else part is also optional here. See, there are some scenarios where if the condition is not, if the expression is not satisfied, we may need to provide else part as well. So that is also optional in the DAX. So switch function is the one which is going to evaluate the expression against the list of values and it returns the result based on the expression satisfaction. Now, so let me create a scenario to explain it. So before going to explain that, first here this is the expression. So this expression can be a means like it's a big kind of expression, or you can simply put a column name which is directly coming from a database or dynamic column name. And this value, if the expression ties with this value, then result would be this. If the expression satisfies with this value, then the result will be this. Else, if it is not satisfying anything, you can write a else part. I will show you one example with couple of value result pairs and else part as well. So before going to show you the example, let me show you what is the data which I am planning to use. So let me come here, let me come to the SQL Server. So let's take a table from the SQL Server and use that table in the Power BI for our example. So let me change my database name as sample and let me show you the data. Okay, so let's run this. Now if you see this, I am planning to use employee table, so which contains 6 columns out of 6 and like around 9 records I have. Now this is the table I am planning to use for my example. If you see here, my table contains a joining date. Okay, so from this joining date I want to display, if it is 9 I want to display September, if it is 10 I want to display October. So I want to display the joining month of each and every employee in the separate column in the Power BI. First let me load this data into Power BI window, then I will start writing that. So how to load? Let's go to get data. Let's select the SQL Server here because I am planning to load the data from SQL Server. That is the reason why you need to select the SQL Server. Once you select the SQL Server, here provide your server name. So my server name is /SQL2012. So let's provide according to your name of the server. and database name I already know that, sample. If you remember the database name, you can provide here, otherwise you can select the database name in the next window, as it is optional. Server name is mandatory here. Okay, and I'm going with the Windows authentication. So once you're okay with the server name and database name, let's click on OK. Once you click on OK, it shows you the list of tables which are available in the database. So let's select the employee table, which we already discussed. So once you select in the left side, in the right side, you can see the data here. You can see this. So once you're okay, let's click on load. Once you click on load, you will be getting the data into the Power BI in memory. So let's wait till the load happens. Yes, load completed now. So you can see the same data as it is in the data view. So most of the people already know that. So we will be having three views. One is the report view, the other one is the data view, next one is the relationship view. So let's go to the data view and to see the sample data here. So you can see the data here which is there. Now, as I told you, so I want to display the joining month of each and every employee. So let's create first let's identify the numerical joining month. Then we'll convert that into text joining month. So how to do that is, I am doing two things here. One thing is I'm pulling out the month from the joining date. Then I'll convert that into a text format. So let's click on new column first. So here the name of the column I am going to make it as joining date or joining month. So I am making as joining month, and here, so out of the joining date I need to get the only month number. How to get it is, so we have a month function. So let's use the month function. Month function of, you need to pass date as the input parameter. It simply returns a number starting from 1 to 12, starting from January to December 12. It expects a date as an input to the month function. Let's type the date column here. The date column is joining date. That is the reason I am passing joining date to the month function. Let's enter it. So let's close the parenthesis and enter it. Once you enter it, you will get a month number, joining month number, maybe 1, 2, 3 till 12. If you see here, you got 9, 10, 7, 11, 10, 12 and so on. So it's starting from 1 and it's ending with a 12. Now if you see here, this is the joining month. Now I need to convert, as I told you, I want to convert 9 to September, 10 to October and so on. So here I may need to use switch function to get that number. So let me change the name of the column. Yeah, I can go with the joining month or I can go with the month, either it's fine. Now if you see, this is the month number. Now I want to use a switch function in my example to show you the month name apart from the month number. Let's add a new column. So here let's put a month name, as I told you. So we need to use a switch function, switch of here expression, as I told you. So expression can be of expression, or I can put a column name also. Here I am going to put month, emp of month, not a general month, emp of month, comma value. If it is 1, I am going to display as comma. If it is 1, I am going to display as January. Let me make it as a bigger window. Yes, January, comma. Sorry, I pressed direct enter. I should not press that. Let me press alt enter to get a new line. So next, if it is 2, I am going to make it 2. Then I am going to make it as 2, comma February. So if it is 3, I am going to make it as a February. So let's comma. Let's go to the next line. Yeah, if it is 3, I am going to make it as March. Let's go to the next line. I am using alt plus enter to go to the next line. So I am just framing a switch statement in a readable manner rather than writing everything in a single line. Next, 4, comma April. Next, alt enter. Next, 5th comma May. Next I press direct enter. Let's wrong it. Okay, so let's type the alt enter again. 6 comma June. Let's type alt enter. Like Excel also we used to do the same activity, alt plus enter. 7 comma July. Next 8 comma August comma 9 comma September, 10 comma October. So we will be writing like that. Comma October, comma November, comma December. We can put it. We can end that. So I can go with the else as well. I want to show you the functionality of the else as well. Comma I can simply put as a unknown number. I don't need to keep a else here. So I'm going to keep as a unknown number here. Unknown month number. I can put a wrong month number even. So here if you clearly see is that, so switch off employee month comma month number comma January. If it is 1 it is going to display as January, if it is 2 it is going to display as February, and so on. So let's type enter now, normal enter. Now it calculates a month name instead of month number. Now if you see, let me minimize this. Now if you see this, if it is 9 it is showing September, if it is 10 it is showing October, if it is 1 it is showing January. Hopefully there is no one, but still. So we have 7 July, 11 November, 10 October and all. So this is how we are going to use a switch function to generate a month number. So let me draw a chart here. So let's take any visualization. So let's show month name, and I am going to make it as a count of employees. So let me make it as count. Yeah. So if you see here, let me maximize this. So in the October month I have 3 employees. So in the November month I have so let me see this. I have 2 employees. In the September month I have 2 employees. The December month I have 1 employee joined. In July month I have 1 employee joined. So I can see this. So now I can easily identify out of the except the year I am going to show you the count of employees who joined in a particular month, just to say that, so welcome, you successfully completed 1 year, 2 years or 3 years or something like that. This is how we are going to use a switch function in the Power BI DAX. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions in Power BI, MSBI and SQL Server, please write a mail to training2sql@gmail.com. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more technology updates.